in a wide, green forest filled with the chatter of cheerful animals. Everyone had something they were famous for. There was Max, the monkey, a furry acrobat who swung from trees, making everyone giggle with his silly antics. Then there was Rika, the rabbit, the speed demon of the forest, her feet a blur as she zipped from one end to the other. Zara the Zebra was the forest sweetheart, always ready with a kind word and a helping hoof. And high up in the tallest trees lived Ali the owl, the wise old professor of the woods, whose hoots carried wisdom through the night. But amongst these vibrant personalities, there was Toby the Turtle. Toby was different. He was quiet, gentle, and moved at his own leisurely pace. He wasn't one for grand displays or loud games. You'd often find him by the sparkling pond, simply watching the clouds drift by or helping a line of busy ants carry their food. He didn't speak much, but he saw everything. The smallest details, the quietest whispers of the wind, nothing escaped Toby's watchful eyes. One sunny afternoon, a shadow passed over the forest floor, and Ali the owl landed gracefully on a large branch. His voice boomed with excitement. Listen up, everyone! This weekend, we're holding the very first Great Forest Race. A roar of cheers erupted from the crowd. But wait! Ali hooted, raising a wing. This isn't just any race. It's not about who's the fastest. It's about teamwork, clever thinking, and most importantly, finishing together. So, who wants to join? The forest buzzed with energy. Rika the Rabbit bounced on her toes. I'll win for sure, she declared, her nose twitching with pride. Max the monkey did a spectacular somersault in the air. This sounds like so much fun, he shouted. Zara the Zebra smiled warmly and nodded, eager to participate. Then, a small, quiet voice spoke up. Toby the Turtle slowly raised his head from his shell. I'd like to race, he said softly. A wave of surprise rippled through the animals. Rika couldn't help but let out a little giggle. Toby, she said, trying to be gentle, the race might be over before you even get to the starting line. Ali shot her a stern look before turning to Toby with a kind smile. Everyone is welcome, he affirmed. Remember, this isn't about being fast. The next day, the forest was a flurry of activity as animals formed teams of two. The speedy Rika teamed up with the helpful Zara, a perfect combination of speed and kindness. The playful Max paired up with a small, energetic squirrel named Pip. Ali waited, watching as Toby stood alone. No one seemed to want the slow turtle as a partner. Seeing this, Ali flew down and landed softly beside him. I'll be your partner, Toby, he said gently. A shy smile spread across Toby's face. Thanks, Ali, he whispered. When race day arrived, the air crackled with anticipation. Animals of all shapes and sizes gathered at the starting line near the ancient oak tree. Ali fluttered into the air to explain the rules. Remember? He announced, his voice echoing through the clearing. The race has 3 challenges: a riddle gate, a river crossing, and a puzzle wall. Ready, set, go! In a flash, Rika and Zara were off, a streak of white and black stripes disappearing into the trees. Max swung effortlessly from vine to vine, with little Pip clinging tightly to his back. And then there was Toby. He took one slow, deliberate step, and then another. Above him, Ali flew patiently, his calm presence a silent encouragement. Their first obstacle was the riddle gate. A large wooden sign blocked their path, inscribed with a curious puzzle. I have keys, but no locks. I have space, but no room. You can enter, but not go outside. What am I? Max scratched his head, completely stumped. Is it a lockbox? He guessed. No, squeaked Pip. They were stuck. Rika read the riddle so fast she couldn't make sense of it. This is too confusing, she exclaimed, hopping in anxious circles. Then, Toby arrived. He read the sign slowly, his brow furrowed in thought. After a moment, his eyes lit up. It's a piano, he said quietly. With a loud creak, the gate swung open. Toby, how did you know that? Ali asked, truly impressed. Toby just shrugged. I just thought about it carefully, he replied. Next up was the river. A single, slippery log stretched across the rushing water. Rika, always eager, tried to dash across but lost her footing halfway and fell in with a huge splash. Zara laughed and helped her out, both of them soaked but in good spirits. Max managed to swing across the river using a long vine, but Pip was terrified of heights, and it took a lot of coaxing to get him to the other side. When Toby reached the riverbank, he looked at the wobbly log and then at the water. An idea sparked in his mind. "I can float," he said. He tucked his head and legs into his strong shell and gently pushed himself into the water, becoming a small, floating boat. Allie flew above, guiding him like a feathered captain. They reached the other side with ease, while other teams were still struggling to cross. The final challenge was a tall stone wall covered in strange symbols and animal footprints. A sign read, "Match each footprint to the riddle. Solve all 3 to pass." Rika, still buzzing with energy, started guessing wildly. Max and Pip tried to match the symbols to the tracks, but quickly got confused and had to start over. Toby approached the wall calmly and examined each clue one by one. The first riddle said, "I leave no prints, but I fly by night." Toby looked up at his partner. "That's you, Allie." The next clue read, "I hop and run, but never leave stripes behind." Toby thought for a second. "That must be Rika," he said. And the final riddle, "I may be slow, but I always finish." A small smile appeared on Toby's face. "That one's me." With each correct answer, a part of the stone wall rumbled and slid away. Soon, a path was clear. Toby and Allie were the first to reach the top of the hill, where the finish line awaited. The other animals, just arriving, gasped in astonishment. "Toby won," Max said, his eyes wide with amazement. Zara beamed with pride. "He didn't rush," she said. He just thought carefully. Rika hopped over, a little out of breath, but with a newfound respect in her eyes. "Toby, I'm so sorry for laughing at you," she said sincerely. "You were amazing." Toby's smile was warm and genuine. "It's okay, Rika. I guess slow can be strong, too." From that day on, Toby the Turtle wasn't just the quiet one by the pond anymore. He was known for his incredible patience, his sharp mind, and his big, kind heart. And whenever the animals faced a new challenge, they remembered the valuable lesson Toby had taught them. You don't always have to be the fastest to win. Sometimes, all it takes is to keep going, step by steady step, with kindness, courage, and a little bit of careful thought. Thank you so much for joining us for this wonderful story. If you enjoyed Toby's adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tailies from the forest. We'll see you next time.